at
the operation of the
yeah,
items.
and now we go to the trend curve section, because now we want to examine silo 115, and we want to examine cable 87, and we want to know why this sensor is blinded. So now I right click, I say open in the new tab. Now I have the trend curves here. So first I select my silo 1115 here, and now I select my cable number 87. And for now I could choose sensor 2, but for now I just take all. So, and I say also resolution 1 day. So now I say get data. Bingo. So now I get 3 curves. I get a blue curve, I get a red curve, and I get an orange curve.
এখানে তিনটে কার্ভ দেখতে পাচ্ছি। They will
Understand. So the blue curve is the coldest sensor wherever it is in the silo, in the grain. The red is the hottest sensor wherever it is. And the orange is the average of all sensors. So there's always a good thing to look at the red and the orange. Why? Because if there's a big difference between the average and the hottest, it's already an indication that there is a hotspot.
Yes.
Because otherwise, why will one sensor show 35 and the average is 27? It means that the one showing 35 is near to a hotspot. So also you can see here probably the system was started. I don't know when it was loaded, so we can do another thing. We can tick in inventory here. So let's look at the inventory. And now again I said get data. So this is what the system has calculated the movements in the silo. They can be inaccurate if you have not had the system on all the time. So now I will go to a higher resolution, but since there's nothing before, this is, let's say this day, it's the 15th of August. So now I choose here the 15th of August, and then I have to go next month and I choose 15. And then first I say again get data. Now it's spread out a little better, and now I go to a 1 hour resolution. Yeah, and here you can see the system when it's not getting data, getting confused, and he's in doubt how to calculate stuff. So that is why when we look at the 1 day show, he's just giving us what he thinks. But now let's look at sensor 2 and see what sensor 2 is saying. And what I can see here is, for sure here you can see high differences between, this is for sure in the hot midday, something like that. Yeah.
rainy day maybe.
No, it's 1 o'clock. Then and then the low here is at 9 o'clock in the evening. So the temperature has gone down, meaning the sensor was not in the grain. But when we go over here, we have a very flat profile. So here we can know the sensor is in the grain. Otherwise we would see night and day fluctuations. Because let's take an example. Let's take the one on the top, number 8. Now you'll see something. Now you can see night and day shifts like that.
Yes. Day and night.
Yeah, because here the sensor is in the headspace, and even still here we have some, of course it's the top sensor. So yesterday we went up to 40 degrees on this sensor, and in the morning at 3 o'clock we were down to 27. So this is also how the sensor will know, am I in the grain or not? He will say, what is it at the night, what is it at the day? And if it's the same, then he will say, okay, I'm inside. So that is why.
So this fluctuation is not problem. day and night day and night temperature.
No, it's very useful. We can see that we are not
This
in
is
the
normal.
grain. It's
Normal
normal, yeah, of course. And if we go down to sensor 1, which is the lowest, then we will see a flat curve for some time. So here you had some grain. But I can guarantee you that on the 26th of August, you did movements in that silo. I can see that.
Yes, yes, yes.
And that is why the temperature changed. Why did the temperature change? Well, maybe because the grain coming from higher up was warmer. It looks like that. And right now, you have at the lowest sensor, you have grain that is 30 degrees, relatively stable there. So right now, it looks like you're not unloading
Not
anything.
only that, in fact, I ran the chiller maybe, and we ran the chiller at that point and stopped the chiller because the rain coming, and I stopped the chiller, and we waited for you for your advice.
Why did you stop the chiller?
The Indians of the
Due to rain.
Yeah.
due to
Actually,
rain, they told us that you should not run the chiller when
rain
it's
time.
raining.
Why they told that?
I don't know.
That's completely stupid. They also don't know anything about grain. I'm not saying anything about the machine because we also do chillers, so I will not. But it's not a bad machine. I can tell you that. It's
it's not the
okay
passion.
machine, but they don't know about it.
And I had a
the
problem.
thing is, doesn't matter that it's raining, because even if you take in high humidity temperature, in the chiller, you cool down the grain to maybe 10 or 15 degrees, whatever. So the dew point of the air will have that temperature, irrespective of sunshine or rain outside. It cannot be influenced.
But he told us that I had a problem about the number 5 sensor. The moisture was 80%, and I got.
That is the problem.
And they told me that
Then
you
it's
need
then the advice is correct, because if what is happening in the chilling process is this: when you cool grain, you're pumping